Hi everyone, it's Twyla's mom Lisa, and I'm coming to you today with a few things I found at an auction. My husband and I love to go to auctions. We'll go to estate auctions, consignment auctions, just any type of auction. We are auction junkies. You can sometimes find some really, really great stuff at rock bottom prices. Just got to be an aggressive bidder if you truly want something. You've got to just get in there, do your bidding. If you've never been to one, just go to one and watch, and you will see just all the awesome things you can get. It's easier than going to a yard sale because yard sales, you go there, it's you got to go to another one, you got to drive and everything else. An auction is in one location. If you don't like what you see, you just leave. No big deal. Um, so anyway, let me go ahead and show you what we found. We live next door to it's called the Eagles Club. It's like oh goodness, almost like a fraternity for grown men. I don't know how to explain what the Eagles Club is. But anyway, we live next door to one, and they will rent out their building um, on Sundays to the local auctioneers here in our small town. And they had an estate auction that they were doing this week. Um, just boxes full of things, and you would buy a whole box. And so we did that Sunday morning. Then I came home because I was right next door and had a long conversation with a dear friend. And then we had to go to my mother in law's and help her do some chores around the house. So, anyway, I'm going to quit jabbering and show you what I found. And like I said, it was an estate auction. Most of this stuff has been packed up in storage for years. So it all needs a good bath and stuff like that. But after that, everything will be good to go. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to lift you up for just a moment, is this nice set of dishes that I found. And I am not going to use these. I bought these more for my daughter. She's 15. She won't be living with us forever. So I found these and I thought, you know what? I am going to get these home, pack them away, and she'll have a nice little everyday starter set for her kitchen. But let me just show you here. It's a set of 6 bowls. It's the Perennials by Pfaltzgraff. And it's got a few little chips, but like I said, it's a starter set for her, and it's not a complete set either. If we really wanted to get picky, we could probably find them somewhere online. But when you're starting out, your everyday dishes that's in your cabinet, you're not real worried about the whole set. But they're called the Perennials by Pfaltzgraff. Pfaltzgraff it's not one of the cheaper brands, but it's not one of the high end brands. But I found these mainly because she loves to garden. She's only 15 and she does all our gardening. She does I would never plant a flower, but she loves to plant flowers and tomatoes and things. And she, I picked these up for her to just put away, because these will not go bad even if she don't move out for 10 years. So these will not go bad. We'll put them in a little tub or in one of those Rubbermaid tubs and just put them in the basement and save them for her. But it came with a set of 6 bowls. Set these aside. Only 3 of the cups, one, and you can see a little bit of crazing going on, but they're so pretty and cute and and they're good sized, and they just reminded me of my daughter. So she got 3 cups in this set. And then here is the dinner plates. And they're real heavy duty, and they were wrapped in newspapers, so they need to be cleaned and everything. So I'll throw them in the dishwasher before we pack them up, and I'll use bubble wrap to pack them up with, because you don't want to leave that newspaper on them for too awful long. But she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the dinner plates, and then the little saucers to match. It's spring and time to plant seeds. And see right here, the black, that is just mainly from the newspaper that they had it all packed in. So, and these are nice sized saucers. This would hold a good salad or something like that. And there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So like I said, not a complete set, but that's okay. It's just, everyday dishes that we throw in our cabinet. We use them for supper and stuff. Just nothing big. But it also had rolled up is the wall tapestry to match the dishes. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Now, she wasn't real impressed with that. She's like, well, just roll it up and put it in the tub with the dishes. But she really, really liked the dishes. And you guys will not believe how much I paid for all of this. It was all in a cardboard box, wrapped up. I only paid $2. $2 for this nice set of just starter, like I said, everyday dishes that we put up in our cabinet, and, we're not worried about if it gets broke or anything like that. And she liked it, and I told her, I said, if you don't like them, hon, that's fine. We've used the same set of everyday dishes for 10 years now. I'll put those, I'll give those away to the thrift store and I'll use them. And she goes, no, I want them. I'm like, okay, darn, I don't get to use them. But for $2, this was just, you can't buy brand new everyday dishes, for $2. Like at the Dollar Tree, you'd pay $1 a pair, $1 a plate. So, excuse me. So yeah, I thought that was just an excellent deal. Something else I found there was in a box lot of odds and ends full of Easter stuff, mainly from the Dollar Tree. Now I already got rid of that stuff, but the two things that I found in this box, and I paid $1 for the whole box, was this cute yellow, it's like a candlestick holder, just a little bird, and just, it's so pretty, and it's glass, and I love it. And then the reason I really got this box, because these were really cheap Dollar Tree items that were in there, and I have enough of things like that for decoration. But this egg was in its original box. The box was just tore up, and so I didn't keep the box. But it is, let me put that there. Oh, come on, camera. See if you can focus. It is by Fitz and Floyd Classics. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. Is it going to focus? Oh, there we go. And it's hand painted in China. It's the Fitz and Floyd's Classic. And I love Fitz and Floyd. It's a pricey thing, usually, So, and these little lilies, or I don't even know what type of flowers they are, but now sit up there. It doesn't want to sit very well. But I paid $1 for this box of, like I said, just little Easter doodads that I didn't really need. I did go ahead and put them in a new box, because the box that they came in was just trash. Put them in a new box to donate to our local charity thrift store. Then for another $1, I bought a big box. with some organizing things in it. And I'm going to have to move some of this stuff to show you. Now, like I said, all of these things need to be washed. I will put them in the dishwasher just to kind of give them, some sanitizing and stuff before I use them. But these organizing bins, I got 3 of these, and they're just let me see if I can hold you up a little bit. They're just the stackable type bins. And I'm going to use these to hold our beauty items that I stockpile down in the basement. Like razors and just things like that. So I'm going to use those for that. And then I also got, in the same box, 4 of these, the white ones with the stackable bins. I'm not sure what I'm going to use with these. My husband told me I was a organizing, blah, blah, cannot talk, organizing hoarder. I do have a lot of organizing things that when I can buy them cheap, I buy them and just kind of store them in my basement till I need them. Oh, now, and then I also got, I cannot get this wire one to sit. These are wire ones that you can, let me see if I can do this for you guys so you can see it. Okay, that you can stack on top of each other like that. These came in the same box. Let's see if I can, anyway, I got 5 of these. And I am going to use these in my freezer, my chest freezer, to put veggies, those bags of veggies and things like that in them. And yeah, so, and I couldn't touch these for, well, I paid $1 for all of these. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. $1 divide 12, less than 10 cents a piece. So yeah, I mean, you guys need to, if you enjoy yard sales, things like that, check out an auction. You guys might be surprised. It's a little intimidating if you haven't been to one, you haven't bidded on things. It can be a little intimidating. You're not sure if you understand the auctioneer, and I'm pretty lucky. The auctioneers that we have had are really good about if you didn't hear correctly the bid you've made or whatever, you can stop them midway and say, okay, hang on a second, how much did you say? And if he's in the middle of bidding and there's like 2 or 3 of you that are bidding on the same thing, he'll let you get out. This guy that we saw, he'll let you get out of the bid. He'll just say, oh, okay, you don't want it for $5. Okay, you had $4 on it. You still want it, And, so, and we're pretty lucky that way with our local auctioneers. They're pretty understanding. There's a lot of older people that go who may not actually hear what he has said or what have you. So, the majority of auctioneers understand that and stuff. So, but my suggestion is go to one, kind of just scope it out. Maybe don't bid on something unless you really feel courageous. I think I went to probably 2 or 3 before I actually got the courage to bid on something. But yeah, you guys can find a lot of neat things. You just got to hunt around. If you don't like what you see at that particular auction, just leave. You don't have to stay. Even if you've gotten a number, you go in, you get your number. If you've picked up the number, then you start looking around at the things that are auctioned, decide, oh, I just don't like these things. I don't see anything I want. You can just leave. That number will be dormant. It'll be like, nobody with the number 153 bought anything. So there you go. And there is different rules for different states, I think. like you'll pay taxes in some states, or you'll pay a sales commission in some states. You just have to get familiar with the auctioneer's certain rules and stuff. And you can ask all those questions um, when you get your number from the cashier. You can say, okay, am I going to have to pay taxes when I'm done with this? Am I going to have to pay a commission? Things like that. And they'll tell you. They'll tell you right off. Like we went to one here in Missouri, at least at our local ones, we don't have to pay taxes. But we went to one in Kansas City one day that you had to pay, what was it, like a 10% seller's fee. They were selling some high end toys, action figures, and things. And my husband is a collector of those things. So that was part of the auction price. They were doing a 10% seller fee. So he did have to take that into account with his final price, final bill for the day, that he was going to have to pay 10% of what he bought. So yeah, but you just go to a couple and get your feet wet and see if it's something you would enjoy. We love them, especially during the summer, and don't really care to go to them during the winter because most of the time they're outside and it can be pretty miserable sometimes. So. But I hope you enjoyed this little video. Don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Let me know if you guys have any questions about going to auctions or anything like that. And I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. I'll talk to you later. Bye.